Hello, hello, hello. Well, hello everyone. It's been a while since we've caught up, and I thought I wanted just to come in here and pop on and say hi. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. I am Sandra Covington. I am the wife of an over-the-road truck driver. For those of you who don't know, it's your first time. And I am the author of The Truck Driver's Wife, Holding Down the Home Front. Oh, I guess I should have took out my little notes there. But The Truck Driver's Wife, Holding Down the Home Front, which is available on Amazon, Walmart.com, iTunes, and you can get the link in my bio. I previously to the summer, I would come on weekly and talk about what's going on with us, what's going on in the industry, what's going on in the with life in general as the wife of a truck driver trying to hold down the home front, trying to keep the house running while our drivers are out there, you know, filling the shelves, risking their life, rolling down the highways, and it's been rough. It has been a rough summer. That's why I haven't been on, and I know I used to come on weekly. I try to keep it updated on the social media weekly as far as what's going on. You guys seen that I posted some photos of some batteries, a rip, a crack in our trailer. Lord, we will talk about that later. And everything in general. So I do try to keep it update. And I know I haven't been on lately because if you are in the industry or you know what's going on, it's going up and down. It's going up and down, and the industry has been getting hit hard. They are not paying the drivers for their worth out there, which is really, really sad. The loads are not what, as far as pay, what they used to be, and families are taking a hit. You know, we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there. But it could be believe me, it could be a lot better. The drivers, on the average, they are supposed to get, and I've tried to explain it. If you go back to some of my earlier videos earlier this year, you know, the drivers are supposed to get anywhere from like over $3 a mile. We know what the cost of gas out there, you know, we're up to $5, $6 a gallon, depending on where you're at. But the drivers are supposed to get an average of $3 a mile. That's good. That's like an average, but they're not out there doing that. The brokers, the warehouses, they're offering as much as $1.50, maybe $2. You'd be lucky if you can get maybe over $2.50, you know, a load per mile, and it hurts. I mean, think about it. And I went over this, like I said, I might post one of my earlier videos, but we're in Phoenix, for those of you who don't know. And let's say if we have a load from Phoenix to Vegas, that's about 350 miles, maybe less than about 300 miles or something. You're going to spend about 350 in fuel to get there. And let's say they're only offering $450 for that run. Yeah. Now subtract 350 for fuel from a $450 run. You know that's they're offering that. So you take that after you pay the fuel, which $100 for that run. I think I did that math right. You know, correct me. $100 for that run. Let's say while you're doing that run, a tire blow or something happens. Well, you definitely can't make it up from that run because you're really only making $100 after you make the drop. So how are you going to pay for a $200, $300 tire, and you're only profiting $100 from the run? Well, that's not happening. So again, as I said in earlier videos, you got to have that maintenance account. But if you keep getting such low runs like that, because that's all they're offering, and things are coming up, you're dipping more into that maintenance account. You're not able to add to that profit to put away in your maintenance account, let alone pay yourself. Let alone pay yourself and your household, you know. So and that's where the domino effect comes. You know, they're not they're being tight out there, and you can talk to any driver at any of these stops, and it's really being tight out there. And that's where we come in as the home. For those of us spouses that have set an income also, now we have to assist and pick up that extra slack at the home while the business takes care of the business. And that's goes into the fact where I've been, guys. I'm picking up a little more hours at work. I'm helping. I'm holding down, as the book, holding down the home front. I am holding down the home front with me, with my pay and what we get in for the bus. I need the business to take care of itself, and the business is taking care of itself. It's covering its expenses. It's handling itself. But as far as that extra to assist, it's not as good as it was. And it comes in waves. Any driver will tell you that this industry comes in waves, and you just have to ride it out. And a lot of people are not in the position to ride it out. I speak to a lot of wives and other chats and everything, and their spouses they're having to either throw in the towel of being an owner operator and become a company driver, and separate from that. And that's the downside of it, is if you can ride out the wave, it'll get back up to where it should be. But in the meantime, it's not easy to ride out the wave. I mean, guys, I'll attach photos. We've had battery. I mean, the maintenance account, believe me, it was looking good towards the beginning of the summer, but now it's kind of, like, oh, and we need still the loads to get it back up there. So if something does happen, we're right there. We can take care of it, and it's not a hit. Last month, and he said when we, and from the book, I talk about how when we got married, he was out a month, 2 months at a time, and as we grew in the business and everything that we went through, and you guys know, we kind of made our promise ourselves that we would never be out that long again. It would be 7 to 10 days. We would try to do it 7 to 10 days. For the month of September, that he was out the whole month of September, except for, I think he left on the 4th of September and came in October 2nd, because we just went to his aunt's wedding. Yeah, and we had to sit down and we talked. We had that family meeting. He was like, "Look, I know I am so sorry that I promised that we would never have to do that again. But again, you never say never, because you don't know which way the world's going to turn." And I had to let him know, "Look, dude, I got this. I know you had to take that. Yes, we did promise that we would never be out for 4 weeks or more at a time, but the loads weren't out there." He went as far as like freaking Florida, Miami, and it was, it was enough to, again, cover the expenses. The truck is taken care of. I'm taking care of this, but it wasn't like you came home with, woo, we're out of debt now. We're, all cards are paid off. Nah, it wasn't like that. It was because they're not paying. I mean, I wish I could give another example of how the loads go. Is I think the load he's on right now is going from Phoenix to, where are we going? Ohio. Not sure where in Ohio, but Phoenix to Ohio. And they're doing 2,900 for that one. But it's going to run us about 9, maybe 1,000 in fuel to make that 2.5 day journey. So after that, expenses, 1,800, maybe 1,900. I can be off a little bit on my numbers, but yeah, and please don't let anything come up out there, because expenses are still due. You still, you got your trailer notes, your truck, your insurance. Oh Lord, insurance. Whew, you think your regular standard insurance is? Our insurance is in the twos, not 200s, but the twos. Take away a zero too. But we're hanging strong, and that just goes to show where I've been. I've been home. I've work. I've been concentrating on my regular 8 to 5 job, which is holding down the house, which is doing very well. You pick up a few extra shifts, volunteer to a couple of extra things, and you're out there. But it goes to show you got to be a team. You can't say, well, dang, the truck's not doing anything for the house, or the truck's not bringing too much into the household, so I'm out. You can't do that. You signed up. If you're married, you have that, put a ring on it, that ring, you signed up to be a team. You signed up to be as one. You signed up to help the main goal is to help the household as one. And that's what we're doing. He is doing his thing out there. He's trying to get it, and meanwhile, I am holding down the home. Which it means I'm picking up a few extra hours on my job, which is fine. Remember, I work from home. I mean, I work from home, so it's not that hard. No, we're not doing the blame game, because you guys know. When I talked about in the beginning, when we first got into this industry 2-3 years ago, when we got back into it, the truck was doing doing great. My paycheck went totally in the savings. It went totally in the savings. It went totally on our debt to get rid of our credit card debt. And it paid for